have you already heard that as a hedge fund manager? You have already seen that before. You are not a real hedge fund manager yet. You don't have a fund yet. You are only a portfolio manager. I mean, you don't look like you have actually an operation. Have you already heard that before? You are too founder lead. You need to be more polished. More polished. Have you already heard that before? Have you already heard that? I mean, all of what you have already heard before, all the biggest hedge fund managers, they have already went through the same exact objections, the same exact story. So today I'm going to show you what you need to say and what you need to have for responses in order to succeed in the fundraising journey, to rise up capital, to scale up the asset management to over 1 billion in asset management and beyond, to become actually a real player in some way and somehow. Actually, if you want to become a real player in the hedge fund industry, you need to have at least 10 billion to become like a real player. Anything less than that, you are only like not small fish, but like ton fish. All right. So now, if you want to actually invest the next 10 minutes to learn how you can get that and to learn what the biggest hedge fund managers, they are actually responding to that, of how they are handling that, it will absolutely make all the sense to take some notes and do some raw execution on it after today's video. Now let's get into it directly. So maybe you have already heard that, maybe you have already heard many other objections, and you need to understand how you can overcome that, because you know the invest commitments, they are on the second side of how you will overcome that, correct? That's what they said, not LBS who wired it, correct? So that's what they have already told you, but they haven't actually done any transaction because of these objections. So how you will overcome them, how you will gain it, how you will get what you deserve to get from the hedge fund industry, what you are desired to get, the ones who ghost it, the ones who smile it through due diligence and finish it and like disappeared. Have you already seen that? I mean, you have already seen that. You have already went through that. Be an honest operator, be an honest individual and say that, all right, it was my own mistake. I have already seen that before. It was my own fault because I haven't figured it out on how I will overcome all of these objections. Because of that, today I will show you the source. I will show you what you need to learn. If you take some notes, you will absolutely have more than the others. But here is what happens the same quarter someone told him. Here is what you need to learn. Here is what you need to learn. He would never scale past 500 million without maturing his narrative, correct? Now, if you are at 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, or even 700 million, 800 million, or even over 2 billion, if you don't understand how you can actually control your own narrative, mature your own narrative, you will never, ever become a real player in the hedge fund industry. So all the biggest players that you have already seen, all of these biggest players, those who are managing over 10 billion in management and beyond, what they are doing, they understand how they can mature their own narrative. They understand how they can overcome all the unspoken objections before they will start to actually stop them from their own ways, from hunting for their own funds, from getting the commitment to their own funds, to never let them to actually stop them from their own vision, from their own goals, and become like the best hedge fund managers or the best operators. Maybe you have already seen that before, correct? So now what you need to learn is the next that you don't need to avoid, because if you will avoid the next, you will avoid your own goals. You will avoid the success that you can actually get from today's video if you're just taking some notes. He closed 40 million from a family office who said, I trust you because you didn't sound like everyone else. Okay, so now what does mean? What does mean? Of not sounding like everyone else. What does mean? How you will gain also the same thing. Before today's video, before the end of today's video, you will understand it. You will understand that. He got invited into a closed door allocator round table because his story finally sounded like a real human who has already built it. All right. So how you will also do that? How you will also do the same thing? So you will overcome all of these objections that you are getting. You are not instinctual enough as a hedge fund manager. You are the founder lead. You need to be more polished. So how you will overcome that and gain this type of outcome. Closing 40 million from family office. Can you just imagine closing 40 million from a family office? You will not only gain the money right there, you will not only gain the capital, the invest commitment, you will not only gain the authority to gain that, but you will also have access to completely new area, completely new source, completely new untapped segment of your own target audience, that you will build trust, credibility with them, relationship, and scale up the re-ups with the time. That's exactly what we are doing with our own partners. What we do is we helping them to scale up their re-ups, we helping them to scale up the relationships with the same existing clients. We're getting between 10 to 25% yearly on the revenue extra from the same existing clients. That's without what we are doing by the side on the capital raising, on the capital raising tools, on the capital raising programs that we have already built. We have already built a complete non-for-you system on how we can raise capital aggressively, massively, and constantly. If you're feeling, and if you have the fire inside your own self, you feel like you are all right, you are the top 2% of the hedge fund industry, and you're looking actually to have more of your own limit lifetime, you have a big vision, and you're looking to execute on it, you need to have players, you need to have someone who will actually treat your own fund as like it's their own. If you feel like, all right, I have the fire inside my own self, I will be absolutely fully engaged in that, I have already fully commitment for it, I haven't been at the same place for the last 3-4 years. If that is you, and you keep executing, you keep moving to your own goals, then apply the link in the description below. We will have 15 minutes call. If you are qualified, we will make sure to be committed for your own success. If you are not, we will wish you all the luck from the first 15 minutes. Now, back to the video. So here is the truth that you don't want to hear it, but I am here to tell you the truth, because I don't care if you want to hear it or not. I'm here to say the truth and say the facts. That's it. You don't need to be palatable to grow. So you don't need to do that, because someone who told you in the investment banking before that you need to be that, it's not that, all right? Because if that was the case, why he is not managing like over 5 or 6 billion hedge fund? Why he is not managing his own business? Why he is not doing his own main thing? If he know more than you and he want to give you tips on how you can do X and Y. So never take tips from someone who is only a portfolio manager. Never do that. Never ever. I mean, why I will take tips or I will take an advice from a hedge fund manager or from a portfolio manager who is completely no one? I mean, everyone can be a portfolio manager today. I mean, I can do an AI and they can be portfolio manager, and they can actually manage your own money better than any other human. So now it's not about the performance anymore. It's not about the performance will it tell it's their own self. It's not about that at all. AI can absolutely outperform you today. AI can take your own places. So it's not about that. It's about who you are and share your own narrative, how you can have your own story that it will start to sell its own self before you will start to enter the room, that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. If you just pay some attention and take some raw execution after today's video, you don't need to be palatable to grow. You need to become audibly yourself, okay? You need to have edge, tension, and all. So what that's mean? What I have already mentioned to you right here. You need to have your own story, your own unique selling point, your own edge, and your own system. It will make it sound like you have something completely different. Even if you don't have something that's completely different in the marketplace, but if you can only make it sound like you have one, which is that's how the marketing and that's how the propaganda that you have already seen, the branding, everything that you see, it's all about the same thing. How you can do a product, make the product sounds like it's absolutely outstanding in the marketplace. That's what the Blackstone they have already done. That's what the BlackRock they have already done. That's what the biggest and essential organizations today they have already done. That's what the banks they have already done. I mean, take a look on the banks. What the banks they are doing for return every year. Take a look on it. I mean, that's the lowest return. But why they are taking your own money all the time? Why they are taking everyone's money all the time? Why they have the authority to take everyone's money? Why you will actually leave your own money with the banks, but you will not leave it with any hedge fund manager? Okay, most of the time. So why is that? Just take a look on it, understand, analyze that, all right, break down that, and you will understand many other things that you need actually to be aware of it if you're looking to scale up. If you're looking actually to scale up, that's when the management creatively, massively, and constantly, because that's the only way to do that. Otherwise, you are just spending your own limited lifetime into going nowhere. Because capital doesn't move when you sound safe, okay? It moves when you speak like someone who is under it, pain, and build something that lasts forever. That's exactly what I have already explained to you right here. I don't need to go through it again. You are not too much. You are just finally saying what they actually feel. And that's what it closes. Okay. So what does that mean? Again, if I will give you a completely short summary right here, focus on your own story, your own age, how you will make your product sounds like it will last forever. It will actually be outstanding, which is that's exactly what we're helping our clients with, our own partners with. We're making sure to do that with them. We're making sure to rebuild everything, find their own edge, find their own unique selling point, find their own story, create one, and start to spread the message to the marketplaces, to the markets worldwide. Start to get and enter new markets that will absolutely make sure that we will get to where we want to get up to. If that's what you are looking to get, if that's what you have in your own self right now, you're looking to scale up as an management aggressively, massively, and constantly, and you're looking to retain the capital, you're looking to have more re-ups, you're looking to build your own name and actually expand. You're looking to expand, you're looking to scale up, expand as an management. If you're looking to do that, and if you are tired and sick and tired from operators who don't understand how they can do sales, who don't understand how they can speak on the calls, who don't understand how they can follow up, you don't have any system today on how you can follow up, close sales, close deals in short time. You need also to understand that I have already seen that most of the hedge fund managers are spending their own limited lifetime on the due intelligence that's going nowhere. I mean, you can absolutely spend 3 to 6 or 9 months on a deal that absolutely will be closed in the end, but if it will not be closed, so what you are getting, I mean, you are spending your own limit lifetime, and you don't have 1 or 2 lifetimes to leave it and relive it and replay it. You have only once, and if you don't take the advantage of it, then I don't know what I'm going to tell you. Good luck with it. I mean, you can do whatever you want to, but if you want to have this type of outcome, closing 40 million from a family office, you want to have this type of response. I trust you because you didn't sound like everyone else. You want to have this type of responses that's, all right, he got invited into a closed door, a locator, round table because his story finally sounded like a real human built it. If you want to have this type of outcome and many other outcomes, that is absolutely not the biggest one, but I just want to give you like completely simple and easy shots on how things will look like from your own near future. I mean, everything that you are going through today, it doesn't feel like, if it feels like everyone against you, it's not that. It's not that you don't understand the game deeply. And if you want to understand the game deeply, you need actually to get upside portfolio managers mindset and enter the business model, the hedge fund managers mindset, the real operator, those who are looking to scale up, those who are looking actually to become the real players in the hedge fund industry, and those who are feeling and getting that what I have already mentioned right here for a message. You can absolutely find the way, and the way would be to apply in the link in the description below. You will find the link. Apply, see if you are qualified. If you are qualified, we will have a 15 minutes call to see if you are qualified, and if you are one, I will make sure to help you to actually get you to where you want to get up to. If you are fully committed for your own success, we'll be also fully committed for your own success. More than that, it was Ziad Silo. You can also find the videos in the description below. Take a look on them. I'm 100% sure that you will absolutely gain what you are looking to gain. I have over 160 videos so far, and I will absolutely keep shooting new videos every day. Until next time, it was Ziad Silo. Have a nice day.